like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Rugby Ascendant. We've got more URC action coming up here shortly. The Sharks will be on the road against the Dragons in Rodney Park in Wales. Looking forward to that here shortly, folks. We just watched the Stormers not get the bonus point late in that game. They managed to choke away a bonus point there late in the game with a knock-on, which I didn't see because the video hiccuped, but I'm sure it was a knock-on. This game is supposed to start at 5 after. Let me go through the lineups as we've got them now, folks. But the Stormers now find themselves atop the log. 2 wins, no losses, 9 points on the log. For the Dragons at fullback, it is Angus O'Brien. On the right wing, Rio Dyer, always dangerous, Welsh national. In the center, it's Fetuli Paea and Anaran Owen. Sorry, I got a little typo here I'm going to fix. Okay. And then on the left wing, it's Fine Inisa. The fly half is Tunis De Beer. We can root for him, a South African. And then Roger Williams, the scrum half. Aaron Wainwright, Shane Lewis-Hughes, Ryan Woodman, Ben Carter, and Matthew Screech are the locks. The front row is Rob Hunt, Brody Coughlin, and Wynne Jones. Off the bench, Ali Burrows, Rodrigo Martinez, Chris Coleman, Levi Douglas, Harrison Keddy, Che Hope, Harry Ackerman, and Hugh Anderson. For the Sharks, postponed. I wonder, was it the weather or something? Interesting. I didn't see Ulster and Edinburgh postponed. Thank you for that, Johan. For the Sharks, Edwil Fondameva gets the fly half or the fullback starting role. Pico Sabatle on the right wing. Lorenzo Julius Lucanio in the center. Christy Herbelar, the Splitsbach, is on the left wing. Jean Smith at fly half. Jaden Hendricks at scrum half. Vincent Chichuka is the captain. Manu Chichuka is also playing. Pepsi Boutelese wearing number 6 jersey. Marvin Orey wearing a Sharks jersey. What the hell's going on there? He's a Stormer. Marvin Orey and Dion Slabbert are the locks. Rondre, Fez Mbata, and Safiwe Montazima round out the front row. Off the bench, Edwin Swart, Cameron Dawson, Sibo Dlamini, Baba Bela Hilakani, Nick Hatton, Ross Brode, Francois Fenter, and Hakeem Kunene. The official is Filippo Russo from Italy. The side judges are Ben Whitehouse from Wales and Lucas Yendel from Wales. The TMO is Stefano Rossini from Italy. And there you have the starting lineups. And for some reason, oh, here we go. I've got my feed finally. Sharks coming out on the pitch now. So I'll be having Welsh announcers. So I definitely enjoy my much better. So Mays is here. Conrad Gedenhuis, Andre Mostart, Vera Sequeira. Vera, I met somebody who told me that is a Portuguese name, which I expected. I don't know, might be a distant cousin of yours, who is maiden name. Her name is Sequeira as well. Candice Strada, good to see you again there. Rulinda, Andre Mostart, Mays, Johan de Bruin, Lindy, Hendo, Farid Loiso. Welcome, Farid. He is a beast, yes, he is. But he's starting on the bench. Andre Mostart and Hendo, our moderator extraordinaire, is back. Dragons will be coming out in their hideous yellow jerseys. The Welsh could come up with better colors than this, couldn't they? And they're coming out on the pitch. The lights are out. So I'm back home in the studio, folks, after trying to broadcast games on the road. Much more at my disposal. Oh, it's pouring rain. Pouring rain, folks. It is crazy. The rain coming down there. It is unbelievable. Stormers find themselves, after the second week, at the top of the standings with 9 points and 51 point differential. Ulster has 21 points, but Ulster, Glasgow, the Bulls, Munster, and Cardiff. You just said someone's delayed. There you go. Filippo Russo is official. Who did you say was delayed? That game was Ulster and Edinburgh. So Ulster and Edinburgh. That means that Ulster and Edinburgh can't knock the Stormers out of first place. But Edinburgh lost last week, so Ulster can't. So that means that Glasgow, the Bulls, Munster, or Cardiff, Connacht could still knock them out of first place. All right. Pouring rain, folks. The Sharks wearing white jerseys. Should have put my white jersey on, but I didn't have time. So we're getting ready to get started here. Artificial turf. Ugh. Hate that. Is flesh in here. Here's the kick. And it's put in touch by the Dragons in Newport. That's going to go straight out of the back of the pitch. Wow. So it'll be a scrum at midfield for the Sharks. Boy, that ball really took off. Must have been the wind. Tunis De Beer just launched that thing. The wind is really moving. Sheets of rain coming down sideways at Rodney Park in Newport, folks. 50 people here currently. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. There's 27 of you done so far. Scrum to the Sharks in midfield. Jaden Hendricks of the Springbok. The worst scrum half Springbok we have, in my view. Dragons with a slight advantage in the packs. 908 to 894. 14 kgs more weight. It is really raining, folks. It's going to be a messy game. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ball's put in the pipe, but it went kick forward by the Sharks. And a nice job getting it back. But it went straight up. We're going to reset the scrum. Nearly stolen. Nice job by that front row there. I think it was Montezuma who got his foot out there and pulled it back. But they're going to reset it. Ugly start. Sharks lost last week by 16 points, and they start season 0-1. Dragons also lost by 21. Crowd cheering Dragons. Obviously, they're out of the rain. 1 minute 50 seconds into the contest. Going to reset the scrum. Jaden Hendrickson to put it in. Bind. Set. Ball goes in the pipe. Sharks are driving forward. And they get it out of there. Hendrickson goes wide to the outside. He's got help out there. Kick forward by Lucanio Am. It's going to bounce inside the 22. Picked up back there by the fullback. He's dancing around. Still not tackled. Looking for help. He's tackled by Hendricks, actually. So it's kind of a weird look. It's sort of dark out there in the pitch because it's night and the rain is there. And it's coming down in sheets. 2:27 off the clock. Ruck is formed. And Rodri Williams will kick this away. He does. Let's see where it goes. It bounces into touch. That's a tough one to field with all this rain. Good clearance kick by Roger Williams. Storm. All right, thank you. Who's Amy? Storm Amy. Is that the name of Storm? Well, the storm is bad here, so. All right, here's a line out. Line out's going to be challenging because the ball's wet. Fez Mbata to throw it in. The camera, it's all blurry because the raindrops on it. Line out. Come on, Fez. There it goes short. They got it. They come down with it. Pepsi Buthelezi, low pass for Hendrickson. He kicks it forward. Chases on by the Sharks. They don't quite get there. Oh, my goodness. They don't make the tackle, and there it goes. Osprey. Oh, charge down. Not Osprey, but the Dragons. Charged down by the Sharks. Hendrickson. It's back inside of 22. Water puddles splurging everywhere. The Dragons held on to a counter ruck coming from the Sharks. Have they got the ball? The Sharks have got it now. Well done. And trying to go forward with it. Manu Chichuka goes forward. Pepsi Buthelezi with a carry inside the 5-meter line. Sharks need to convert this one. Driven backward. Whoa, look at him sliding on that turf. It's all wet. 5 meters out. Sharks not really getting anywhere here. They keep pushing it. Now they're driving inside the 5-meter line, close to that touch line. Tunis De Beer trying to steal it. He's chased back. Montezuma with a carry. Sharks now threatening just 4 meters away. Push and go. That's a nice carry there. Rondrere. Now they're down to 1 meter away. Sharks working towards the middle of the pitch. Ball's available. I would go right. There's a gap there. Tunis De Beer was the only defender there. He could have gotten through, but he goes left instead. Just a meter out. Just a meter out. Oh, so close. Pepsi Buthelezi. Short again. They go out. What happened? Did they knock it on? Whistle blew. Something happened. I didn't see what it was. They turned it over. That's a wasted scoring opportunity there, but you're going to see a lot of those today with this weather. So the Dragons will have a line out. What was the problem? So line out successful. Dragons have it. 6 meters. Driving forward. Tackle's made. Ball's available. Wainwright tackled. Call to use it. Rodri Williams sends it back to Tunis De Beer, who kicks it from the try line. And that ball is going to find touch. I can't see where because terrible camera work. Yes, Michael, I agree with that call. Nas Bota Rugby. 6 minutes in. Springboks need to win because the Rugby Championship, they've got a lot of tough tests coming up on the road in Europe after that. So, Sharks line out successful. Going forward are the Sharks now. And not going for advantage for offside. So the Sharks are playing an advantage here. Vincent Tutuka driving through the line, gets him inside 22, and it's jackled away from him. Side entry. Tutuka carried that ball forward. So I'm sure they're going to kick for the corner here because the wind. The wind is pretty unpredictable out there. Springboks play tomorrow at Twickenham, folks. We'll cover that live right here on Rugby and Senate. Kick to the corner by Jean Smith. Senate Kruger, how's it going? I don't see Fonz. Where's Fonz at? Hey, Farid's back with us again. Here's a line out. Fez and Bata throw it in about 10 meters away for the Sharks. Another chance to score here. Line out is good. They're into a rolling maul. It's going forward. Now they get going again. Now forward motion. Here they go. Here they go. Down. It's collapsed. Where's the ball at? Short. It's a call. Right at the try line. Hendricks had to dig it out. But it's not going to be Hendricks. It's going to be one of the backs. Ball's there. Slow ball. They try to go across. No dice. They get the try. Who is it? Sharks score. Is it Marvin Ory? It's the trader Marvin Ory. Boy, the enthusiasm is less than high from the announcers because they're Welsh. Marvin Ory with the try for the show. That's weird putting up Sharks on there for Marvin Ory. Yeah, where is Fonz? Well done by Marvin Ory. So, in the poor weather, Sharks got a try up already. .852. Tough kick for Smith. Oh, did he get it? Oh, it went like this and through the post. Wow. 7-0 Sharks. Kept it low and it curved in. All right, 9:15 into the game. Sharks lead now. That's a good start. That rain is still coming down, folks. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Could have got a bigger flag, but the pole was too big to bring back. And it goes straight into touch by the Dragons, so it's going to be a 50-meter scrum for the Sharks again. Wow. Tennis De Beer is not going very well in those kicks. Oh, that wasn't De Beer that kicked it. Our wind is huge. It wasn't him. It was actually the fullback, Angus O'Brien, who's making those kicks, not Tennis De Beer. He's killing his team. Giving the Sharks the ball at midfield. Leading 7-0. Sinitz is all good. All right, folks. We need to get more subscribers here. I got to tell you, we're getting close to that 10,000 magic 10,000 mark. We picked up 13 for the last broadcast at 9,914. We need 86 more. Maybe with this, we might get closer. Hopefully, get it today with the Springboks. That'd be great in the morning. That would be incredible to reach that 10,000. I've been desperate to get 10,000 for a long time. To me, that's a real channel when you get 10,000. So thank you for the subscription, Kione IS. Set! And the whistle blows. I'm going to reset it, I think. The Hollywood Bets King Sharks. Kings Park Sharks. They're going to reset it. Jaden Hendrickson. Yeah, the Sharks need to keep it up. They need to score a lot of points here. Get back in the mix of things. So here comes the restart. 11 minutes now off the clock. Keep the clock running. No injuries, no timeouts. Keep it running. I'm hungry. Did I mention, folks, I think I did in the last stream, I received my screen to replace my broken one. I'm looking forward to that. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ball's in the pipe. Sharks, big push here. Big push. How's that not a penalty? Look at them coming up. There's a penalty. Sharks have a penalty in midfield. And we'll find him, Eva. Lorenzo Julius on the outside. Sean Smith or Christy Herbla. It's thrown away. Going to come back for the advantage. They're going to kick for territory here now. Huge push came there for the Sharks. So Sean Smith kicks for the corner. And let's see where the mark is going to be. Around the 22. 52 people here, 42 likes. No super chat. No super chat yet. Here they come. 23-meter line out. Sharks. Fez and Bata throw it in for the Sharks from the Dragons' 23-meter line. Here's the throw. They're contesting the air, but player was hit, but Dragons come away with it. I don't know how that happened. Screech with a carry. Ruck is formed. Tennis De Beer kicks it. Advantage is over for the knock-on. Taken back there deep by the Sharks. Smith is tackled pretty quickly. Ball's available for Jaden Hendrickson from the Sharks' 42-meter line. They're going to go through phases. Marvin Orey back to the same spot. Which keeps sucking players in here. Use it as a call. Hendrickson kicks it high into the air. At the 10-meter line, Tennis De Beer comes down with it. He's tackled. Dragons forming a ruck. Rodri Williams digs it out. He's going to go through phases now. The Sharks are there. Stop is made. Penalty advantage for not rolling away. Or offside. Offside. An offside penalty can be devastating to teams. Happens far too often. Far too often. Or 8 offside. Chuchuka is the guilty party once again. 14 minutes, 20 seconds in it now. Sharks with a 7-0 lead here at Rodri Park in Newport, Wales. There's the line out successful. Here come the Dragons now inside the 10-meter line. Titus de Beer with a nice pass up the middle into the hands of Fituli Paella. Pick and go by the Dragons. Looking pretty good, but that might be a steal by the Sharks. Oh, no, he gave too much time. Oh, nice tackle there by Pepsi Buthelezi. Titus de Beer, nice offload. There they go, right through the middle. It's going to be a try for the Dragons. Aaron Wainwright. My goodness. What a huge gap into Sharks defense. And Aaron Wainwright with the try. My goodness. That was far too easy. Far too easy. Titus de Beer set that up. Soft tackling there. Wow. Wainwright with a try. Good thing that first conversion was made. Otherwise, Sharks find themselves in a hole here. Here's the kick. Whistle blows. It's good. 7-7. Uh-oh, what's the booing for? Are they coming back to look? What's the booing? The crowd's booing something. Oh, it was a quick restart. It didn't work. So here you go. John Smith now kicks it down around the 22. Taken there. Nearly lost by Wainwright. The try scorer nearly dropped the ball but held on. Rodri Williams now will use it, go through some phases here. 7-7 now, 16:29 into the game. Sharks are off to a good start, but that's some very poor defense there. Call to use it. It's not actually the scrum half. It is the scrum half. Rodri Williams sends it down the pitch. Taken by the Sharks just before midfield. John Smith nearly falls down, keeps going forward, places the ball. Hendrickson. Sharks, they're trying to strip him. Ball's available. It's called to use it. 17 minutes off the clock now. They go to the outside. We haven't really had any stoppages so far. Let's keep the clock running, folks. It goes really fast. Sorry to hear the YouTube is hanging for you, Andre. It's working fine on this side. Oh, come on. He's playing the number 9. That's a stupid penalty by Aaron Wainwright. And Jaden Hendrickson just takes off. Oh, Buthelezi down to the 22. They should have. Oh, they threw it away. Penalty for hands on the ground. Yeah. So the Sharks now can kick for the corner. Dragons getting a little carried away here, making big mistakes. So they'll no doubt kick to the corner. They're going to give Marvin Ori points to the post. But Marvin Ori is not the captain. Vincent Chichuka is. Ori comes over and says, take the points. Ori used to be the captain of the Stormers. And he tells Chichuka to go for the post. So who's the captain out there? Vincent Chichuka or Marvin Ori? They're going to go for the post. I don't have a problem. I would say take the points on offer, but I don't know who's the captain. Man, the sheets of rain are coming down. Just outside of 22, a chance for the Sharks to take the lead here. 53 people here, 47 likes. Sean Smith. South Africans must have gone to bed. Not staying up for this game. 9:25 in the evening. Where are you, grandmas, grandpas, oma, opa? Why are you sleeping? Here's the kick. He got it. And the Sharks lead 10-7. Good decision. Yeah, Mace, exactly. People going to bed so early. What's the deal? Here's a restart. Angus O'Brien kicks it inside the 22, taken by Chichuka down there. He bounces off a tackler at the 22, goes over to about 26 meters. Ruck is formed. Jaden Hendrickson to dig it out of the back. Marvin Ori's there. Call to use it. He hadn't even got it yet. Now he has it. Over the top. Past midfield. Titus de Beer fields it cleanly there. It was a tough catch. And he's met by Christian Gerbela, the Blitzbach. Tackle there. So De Beer's tackle. Now Chichuka over top the ball. Does he get steal? No. Ruck is formed. Call to use it now. Rodri Williams is going to kick this way. The box kick. Almost 20 minutes off the clock. High into the air. Edwell Fondemever knocks it on. It's kicked inside the 22. So it'll be Sharks ball. It wasn't a 50-22. Good awareness by Jaden Hendricks to let that ball go into touch because it was not a 50-22. 20 minutes gone. First quarter, and the Sharks win that first quarter 10-7. How many on the line out? That's the question. Let's see what we come up with here. Hey, Markdell. How you going? How you doing there, man? Excuse me. Oh, still catching up my sleep from the long week out west. 20 minutes, 25 seconds. Line out successful. The Sharks inside their 22. Hendricks over the middle. Ruck is formed. Jaden Hendrickson now going to get this ball out. Call to use it. Boy, this official's very quick. It sounded like it hit a hand, but it gets all the way out to midfield, so I don't think so. Good kick by Jaden Hendrickson. Nice clearance there. And Sumari says, my payday's 15, so I'm poor now, but so happy you're back and I can have a routine again. Thank you for your time, Colonel, even if it is not my team. Sumari, thank you. And thank you for the 100 Rand Super Chat. Wow, that's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Clouds are gathering in Rodri Park. They're actually there, Rodney Park. Rodri, it's Rodney. Stolen by the Sharks. The line out. Oh, but it bounces off a player. It's Chichuka, but it's not a knock on. It went off his leg. So Hendrickson kicks it over the top. There's a chase by a lot of Sharks. The balance goes up high into the air. Knocked on by the Sharks. And it's kicked away by O'Brien. Here come the Sharks. The other side. Oh, it's charged down by the Dragons. And Julius on the outside over midfield. Nice carry by him. He's thrown forward to about 45 meters. Ball's available for... Oh, it said it's out. It's no longer a ruck. A knock on by the Sharks. My goodness. Some silly mistakes going on here by the Sharks. I wonder if Les Son Abria is a Sharks fan. Rain is coming down harder than it was before, folks. Crazy. So the Stormers top the log, 9 points, with a 51-point differential. Just one bonus point. They didn't pick it up one today. Man, look at it. They can barely see through the rain. The clock is not stopping here. Keep it going. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today. Got some steamed crabs I'm going to go pick up after this. Hey, Johan Bernard. What's up, man? Welcome to the program. Bide. Set. Engage. 23 minutes off the clock. And the Sharks blow up the Dragons scrum. How do they get out of there and not get a penalty? The Sharks have got the ball, though. Well done. Oh, no, they turned it over. The Dragons have it. Sorry. Dragons have the ball. Roger Williams kick it away. Here it comes. Box kick over the top. Got some good distance on that. Inside the 22. Picked up back there by Edwell Fondemever, who launches it the other way. It's going to find touch. And there's no patties. They're just steamed crabs, period. Crack. I got 18 large ones, so I'm going to have a lot of extra crab meat, which I'll save for later. I eat a lot of it as I go and save some of it as I go. Yeah, they are sloshing around the rain big time. Here's a line out. Dragons, first line out. Brody Coughlin now. 24 minutes in, this is their first line out. Successful. At least I think it's their first line out. Maybe it's the second. Ball's high into the air. Chase is on. And Edwell Fondemever is knocked down. I don't know if it was on his own or what. Chichuka comes up with it. No, it's Lucan Yoam. Excuse me. Ball's available over here for the Sharks. Hendrickson comes over to get it. Call to use it, leading 10-7 now. And boy, the Dragons were seriously offside there. Tackle the man before he even received the ball. Call to use it. And Hendricks is going to launch this from about his 7-meter line. Not much of a kick. Finds touch. Yeah, there's no mud because it's artificial turf. I hate artificial turf. It's terrible to play on. I've played football on it. American football. It's not fun. $10-7. Here's the line out. There you go. Successful. Here they come. The Dragons down to the 22. That's a forward pass. Not called. And that's going to be a try. Into the hands of Angus O'Brien on a forward pass again. A forward pass again. Wow. Angus O'Brien. I guess they're not going to call a forward pass again. So O'Brien with a try. Here's a conversion attempt. Tinnis de Beer. Paya is the one that broke that free. Tough kick in the rain, but looks like De Beer got it. He did. 14-10. Dragons over the Sharks. Mr. Kroblock didn't make that tackle. Here's the restart. It went to 10 meters, and the Sharks have picked it up. Here we come. Ed will find him ever. Jones Smith. Smith kicks it forward. He kicks it forward again. The chase is on to the try line. Who's going to get there? Down to 5 meters. And Rio Dyer fields that ball. The Dragons back in their 3-meter line. Faces are going to go through now. The Dragons are. Inside the 5-meter line. Use it is the call. Rodri Williams now going to kick this. He gets it away. It's a pretty good clearance kick, it looks like, from where he was pinned at. Where's the mark going to be? I don't think the clock has stopped once in this half, has it? That's good. I don't think they want to be in the rain. The official doesn't either. She just lets the clock run. All right, Sharks line out. Still water all over the lens here, folks. Whistle blows. It's moving from the mark. So here we go. 27-54. 2 tries for the Dragons, 1 for the Sharks. Here's a line out. Fez and Bata throw it in. And they get it. Marvin Ori comes down with it, and it collapses. Where's the ball at? I think the Sharks are going to have to turn it over here. They did. They turned it over. Ooh, Dragons messed that line up. Line out big time. It is, Candace. It is just sheets of rain there in Newport. So Stormers alone at the top of the log momentarily. So tomorrow we got Benetton and Glasgow, then Bulls and Leinster, Munster, Cardiff, Zebra and the Lions are on Sunday. 28-51 in the first half. Clock is ticking away. Crouch. Bind. Set. Whistle blows. Penalty against the Sharks. Took them a while to blow the whistle. Looks like the rain might be slowing down. Hard to tell on the camera. Yeah, it looks like the rain stopped. Looked to me like the Dragons went down first. 29:33, clock still ticking here, folks. Bulls versus Leinster game of the week. Potentially, Fareed. Potentially. And I'll be able to cover it because it'll be after the Springboks game. Springboks have a chance to take it all. Hopefully the Wallabies win this game tonight. Line out success from midfield for the Dragons. Tinnis de Beer kicks it to the far side. It bounces, and it goes into touch. It'll be a Sharks line out from about 36 meters on that side. 10 minutes left in the first half, folks. Clock's still ticking. As I said, I don't recall it ever stopping in this half, did it? All right, well, Verushka, I'm glad you sorted out all your passwords. Fez and Bata to throw it in. And they throw it away again. And here come the Dragons. Roger Williams tackled. Wainwright. Ball's available. There's Wainwright. That wasn't Wainwright a moment ago. Tinnis de Beer. Dragons now trying to get something going here. 31 minutes off the clock in the first half. Dragons going backwards here, and they lose it. Knock on. It'd be a scrum to the Sharks. All right, it's still raining. Coming down pretty good. It's amazing how few ball handling errors there are given the how wet the ball is in the pitch. 31-35, 14-10. Sharks need to get something going here, score again before the half. Clock is still ticking. Crouch. Stormers come up here to Wales next week. On the road for 3 games. All right, going to reset this thing. Not sure what the issue was. Scrum yet to go off. 32 minutes off the clock now. That halftime is coming quickly. They want to get out of that cold rain. Rains a lot in Durban, but not this cold. It's a big difference. 32-30. Excuse me. Oh, boy. Crouch. Bind. And early engagement by the Dragons. Going to turn the ball over to the Sharks for a free kick. They're going to tap and go, or are they going to kick it for distance? Boy, it's really coming down again out there. Sean Spence kicks it high into the air. Down around the 10-meter line. And Tinnis de Beer comes away with it. Well done. Call to release him. They do. Tackle made by Pepsi Buthelezi. He rolls away. Kicked high into the air. Dragons give pursuit. Sharks. Christy Herbla in front of the kicker and come back for the penalty. Christy Herbla secured that kick, but it's a penalty on the Dragons from in front of the kicker, and I think that was a fair call. I thought I saw a couple guys go early. Right, 33-40 now. Keep ticking, clock. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a game where the clock never stops like this. Sean Smith kicks to the corner. Let's see where the mark is. Sharks trailing 14-10 late in the first half. 2 penalties against the Sharks, just 2. 6 against the Dragons so far. Line out successful this time for the Sharks. They bring it away. Over the middle. Driving forward. one of the Chuchuka brothers. Sharks now, 10 meters away. Trying to work through phases here, get closer. Sharks trying to hold on to that ball. No doubt it's wet. Did they get through? They only broke through. Down to 7 meters away. And they got an advantage. Sharks are playing advantage. John Smith tackled to 5 meters. They're playing advantage. Hendrickson. That ball came squirting out. Ron Dreher lost it 4. Going to come back for the advantage. Sharks with a chance for 5 meter line out now. Let's see what they do. Just 5 minutes remaining in the first half. 35-08. 14-10. Dragons out in front. No arms tackle there. Threw the player to the ground. That's probably what the penalty is for. All right, they kick for a 5 meter line out. Bounces off the roof of the and right back on the pitch. That was kind of handy. Here we go. 35-30 now. Sharks chance to take the lead here late in the first half. Rolling ball is perfect timing for that. Fezambata is trying to drive the ball. Where's the ball? Finally gets the ball. Here comes the line out. 6 in the line out. They're disputing how many. Be clear on the number. 6. Is it 6? 7. 7 in the line out. They want to have a good maul here. Need a good line out first. Fezambata had a few problems here at line out time. Sharks successful to Marvin Ori. They're into a maul. Now it's driving forward on that far side. It's kind of spinning. It collapses. Who's got the ball? Sharks down to about 3 meters. Ball's available. Pick and go by the Sharks. Place the ball. Slobbert down to 1 meter. Ball is out. Who's got it? Sharks still have the ball. Pick and go. Not there. Still short. 37 minutes almost off the clock. Does the dummy. Chuchuka goes forward. I think he's got it, but they're not calling it. It is over. Short. His ball is available. And the Dragons are offside. They're not even retreating to the goal line. Hands in the ruck now. No call on that. If they can stop here, Sharks are going to be disappointed. And they're in! They're in! Sharks are in. It's Chuchuka. Vincent Chuchuka with the try. Chance to go tie this game up now. All right, chance to tie it up now. Oh, sorry, take the lead. They've got the lead, 15-14. Chance to extend the lead. My apologies. 15-14. 2 minutes left in the first half. He got it, 17-14. Sharks, well done. Halfway to a bonus point. Okay, minute and a half left in the first half, folks. Whew. Here's the kick. Inside the 22. Let it go. And it's going to go right out the back of the try zone to come back once again. Kicked it too far again. Having a lot of trouble on that kick. O'Brien. Disappointing, to say the least. Scrum from midfield, less than a minute left in the first half. Here we go. 55 people currently here, 56 likes. Thank you for that. 350 views. 39-15. Not many people are actually broadcasting. Let me see if people broadcast this thing. Anybody? If they promote it to me, let me see. Oh, that looks like a big crowd, but nope. Nobody doing the rugby here. Just me. Crouch. Bind. Set. 20 seconds remaining first half. And a collapse. Can they kick it from here? It's 15 seconds left half. Can the Sharks kick it and get 3 points from here? It's a long kick in the win. But why not? 10 seconds to the Hooter. It's still raining. And you're going to change direction second half. And then they're going to kick to the corner. Need a good kick here. Sean Smith. There's the Hooter. He finds touch. Where's the line out going to be? The Kiwi lads live. I didn't see that. Here's the line out. Over the Hooter now. Sharks, if they could add to this, would be brilliant. It would be absolutely brilliant. This is the first time I think I've ever seen a game where I don't recall the clock stopping at all in the first half. Stolen by the Dragons. Knock on. That's going to be the half. Halftime. Sharks leading. Sharks leading at half. They squander an opportunity to get some more points there at the end of the first half. So that's going to do it for the half. All right. So enjoy this Springbok glory. And I'll be right back, folks.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Springbok glory, folks, at halftime here at Rodney Park in Newport, Wales, where the Sharks lead 17-14. Welcome back. Hey, a couple little mementos I picked up here recently. Couldn't find these. They ran out of them very quickly at the Women's Rugby World Cup in England, but I did find one online, and I got it on sale for a third of the price. So pretty good deal. So there's a Women's Rugby World Cup fan ball. I like to collect the fan balls and the game balls. Fan balls are always fun. I've got a bunch of those. So that's that one. And then this one, which was on sale, got it dirt cheap. This is to commemorate the Springboks World Cup victory in France with the colors from France. Here's all of the games. You can see it right there. Pool B, they played Scotland 18-3. I was at that game in Marseille. Then they played Romania. That was in Bordeaux. They won 76-0. I was at that game. They played Ireland. They lost 13-8 in a bullshit game. Collapsing them all. Should have been a call against Ireland, and it should have been a penalty try to the Springboks, and they should have won it. But that game was in Paris at the main stadium. And then the last game was South Africa versus Tonga. I was also at that game. Quarterfinals saw France. They beat France 29-28, breaking their hearts. Then they beat England 16-15, and in the final, with a red card issued, they defeated New Zealand 12-11. And that's a commemorative Rugby World Cup 2023 France special ball. Got that on sale too. Don't tap your card, everyone. Tap it on what? Mike's off for a bit of a break, okay? My little Free State ball disappeared after 45 years. Sorry to hear that, Mike. That's terrible. 45 years? That's crazy. So you had it that long. Well, that first half was interesting. The Sharks look all right, but they've got to keep it up in the second half. Got to keep it up in the second half. Folks, I'm actually excited that it's a weekend. I'm not getting a break, but I do need a break. Just coming back from the trip out west where I was in Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, and Montana. It was fantastic. An awesome trip. Did an interview. I was interviewed by CakeNet. I also interviewed 2 refugees in Twin Falls. And then went to Grand Tetons National Park, Bear Lake, Salt Lake City, and Yellowstone. Pretty awesome. And I'm back. Yes, JM, the Sharks are ahead at halftime. Imagine that. Yeah, I know you're talking about the bank cloning. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you should be able to see the machine, so most people shouldn't be hoodwinked into your card being cloned. It can happen, but it shouldn't happen most of the time. Anyway, yeah, so we've got a lot of rugby. 6 games to go, 1.5 down. The first one was the Stormers. Covered that game. They won 26-10 over the Osprey at DHL Greenpoint Stadium. The Stormers have some work to do, but they are atop the log. 2 wins, no losses to start the season. Both games at home, though, so they got a good break starting out there. So we've got the Stormers at the top of the log with 9 points and a 51-point differential, which is a big point differential to start the season off, much better than some other teams. So Ulster, Glasgow, Bulls, Cardiff, Munster, Connacht, and Zebra. The top 8 teams undefeated, which makes sense after the first week. Yep. The Osprey have played 2 and they lost 2 now. And the top teams have won 8 games. So Zebra won their game last week. A big surprise winning that game. Yeah, Benetton lost the game, which they probably should have won. Yeah, the Lions also lost. So we've got the All Blacks on the road against the Wallabies early in the morning, 5:30 my time. Then after that, we'll have a break, and then we'll have the Springboks on the road in Twickenham. They'll be the guest. The home team will be the Pumas. I don't know how that happens, but it should be the Springbok. Well, no, because they owe the game in Argentina. Smart move by Argentina because I suspect that there's a much bigger payday by playing in Twickenham. They charge a fortune for tickets there, and then they can split the pot. The Springboks and the Pumas both get a lot of money for it, so that'll work out pretty well for them. Bigger money than they'll make in Argentina, that's for sure. Wyoming against the Sharks. I don't think so. Anyway, rugby's not that big in Wyoming. Football's much bigger there. So, yeah. And then we've also got the Bulls hosting Leinster. That should be interesting. Leinster does not want to start the season 0-2. They started the season undefeated. Finally lost a game last year. I think it was to the Bulls. But they don't want to start 0-2, so they're going to be coming out looking for some blood. Kids on the pitch playing rugby out there, little kids, looks like about 5 or 6 years old. And one of them's about to score a try. Oh, he got it in the corner. He got the try. Camera's not showing the angle, though. Or he didn't get it. He's close. Sure looked like he should have had it. What did May say? Yeah, there is no refugee program in Wyoming. That's correct. Oh my word! I lay back on my cat Gemini, and he attacked my mom. Maze, be careful! Don't lay on your cats. I don't like that. They're very agile, but they don't like to be laid on. Well, URC action, and we still got test matches. And the Springboks got some tough ones coming up, folks. After this TRC, this is the last game of the Rugby Championship, and the Springboks have the advantage here. They just have to win a game. They don't even have to win with a bonus point to win this thing. Let me take a look at the standings here. Standings. So they have 15 points. 4 points takes them 19. I'm sorry, New Zealand could tie them there, but New Zealand has to make up a big point differential. They are 61 points behind the Springboks in point differential. So they have a long way to go. Australia has 1 point to the positive. So, yeah, if Australia loses today by 3 points, then 3 of the 4 teams would have a negative point balance. Only the Springboks would have a positive point balance. That's crazy. But I want to see the Wallabies win today and push the All Blacks down to third position, because they have 14 points. If Australia gets 4 points for a victory, they go to 15. A bonus point would take them to 16, but South Africa can go to 19 or 20. It'd be cool to see them go to 20. They've won 3 out of 4 games. They got a bonus point in 5 games. 3 out of 5 games, and they got a bonus point in 3 games. So Argentina's at minus 50 points because of that shellacking last week at the hands of the Springboks. That really put them on the back foot. They've won 2 wins and 3 losses. So the Wallabies could finish 3-3, the All Blacks 3-3, Argentina 2-4, and the Springboks 4-2. Or the Springboks 3-3, New Zealand 4-2, Australia 2-4, and Argentina 3-3. Or South Africa 4-2, New Zealand 3-3, Australia 3-3, and Argentina 2-4. Does that make sense? Yes, the Aussies need to win. That's why I'm going to cover the game, folks. It's from Australia. Let's see where that game is at. Let me see. Rugby 365. That's really good. So that's probably the best site out there for rugby as far as I'm concerned. Fixtures. Okay, we're looking for... Bath is beating Sale right now, 21-9. Okay, where is... There it is. Doesn't tell me anything where it's being played at. Where is, let's see. Versus New Zealand. Here we go. Here's the story. New Zealand versus Australia. Perth. Okay, great. They're in South Africa West or East. Afrikaans East. It's a case of all or nothing as Australia take on New Zealand in the final round of the Rugby Championship. Yep. Dramatic conclusion is 3 teams are in the running for the title. South Africa atop the standings at 15 points, New Zealand 14, Australia with 11. Wallabies must defeat the All Blacks and rely on Pumas upsetting the Springboks in order to have a chance at winning it. Given South Africa's superior points differential, Wallabies need a bonus point win to have a chance to claim the silverware. On the flip side, should the All Blacks record a win, they can bag the title. All Blacks coach Scott Robertson has not given up hope of wrestling the title back from South Africa. Get up for the match. It doesn't matter who we're playing, where we're playing, so there's no opportunity this weekend. So there is an opportunity. They've already secured the Bledsoe Cup with a win last week. The All Blacks have made 6 changes, and Tyrell Lomax has a broken thumb. Ouch. Caleb Clark has an ankle, so both of them will be out. Huh. So James Slipper apparently is wrapping up his career. It's his 151st and final test match. The 36-year-old prop announcing Wednesday he'll be retiring for international rugby after this game. Wow. So go out well for James Slipper. The 151 test matches. And South Africa's top test match player is, of course... Oh, we're back underway, folks. Sorry. My bad. Underway. And take off the halftime marker. It's second half. We're just underway here. Call to use it. That first half went straight through, so that came back quickly from the break there. Okay, Sharks with the ball, driving forward. Hendrickson does the fake kick, sends it back the other way to John Smith, to Chuka, who kicks it through past midfield. Ball bounces over there, picked up by the Dragons. Nice tackle by the Sharks just over midfield. Counter ruck coming. Ball's available, though. Lukan Yuan was over there. Rodney Parade. Lots of rain. Hendricks had told to release. 72% Sharks possession, but they're barely leading. That's a distressing sign. Kicked over the top by the Dragons, going to bounce around the 22 and taken by John Smith, but then Ed will find him, Eva. He better break free because he made a big choice there. Oh, he does a nice pass up the middle. Here come the Sharks. Manuel Chichuka picks up about 25 meters. Oh, what do we got here? Off the feet? Off the feet, yep. Shame. Manuel Chichuka with a great carry, and then it's wasted here. It gives the Dragons a chance to tie the game up. Let's see what they do here. So they're going to kick for the corner from midfield. It's a nice kick. Wow, it's a very nice kick. Angus O'Brien finally got a good kick in there. That's brilliant. Veroshka with 50 rand. Clouds are gathering. Thank you for that super chat, Veroshka. Wow. Pretty cool. It's the second one we got here tonight. Here's Brody Coughlin now to throw it in. Line out for the Dragons. Successful, unchallenged. And they're going to try to drive forward, but they're tackled. Pick and go. Nothing there. Screech. Matthew Screech is tackled. Dragons. Rodri Williams passes it over the middle. Working towards the center of the pitch now. Here come the Dragons again. Sharks defense is up to the task thus far. They got to stay steady here. Oh, nice tackle there at the 5-meter line. Sharks get back on side. Roger Williams back in front of the post now. 6 meters out. Oh, nearly breaking through. Nice carry there by Shane Lewis Hughes. Sharks down to a meter. They're letting the Dragons get to a meter out. Sharks have got to stay inside. They're over. Close. Short. That's in for sure. Did he get it down? Short is the call. The Sharks come surging through. Dragons now trying to maintain possession. They go wide, and it's nearly picked off by the... Oh, Ed Wolfondem couldn't get it. Rio Dyer caught it diving. So the Dragons score try as Ed Wolfondem couldn't quite get his hands on it. Beautiful pass out to the wing. A little bit short, but Rio Dyer dove on that thing and got it. Try to the Dragons. Wow, Dragons go ahead with a try. We're gonna go TMO to see if it's a knock-on. I think it might have been a knock-on. At least going back to the breakdown, I thought it was a knock-on for the try. Hopefully it's a knock-on here. Rio Dyer did a great job on that, though. Let's see. Okay, I don't want to see the coaching staff. I want to see the replay. Now the clock is stopped. Now we finally stopped the clock 44 minutes into the game to take a look at the score. Close game. You're right, Michael. Oh, they pick an ad in here. I can see the game, but it's tiny. Pantene. That's what I use for my hair. TMO. And a stupid advert. Oh, yeah, there's a knock-on right there. Oh, yeah, he dropped it right there. There's no try. No try. I thought there was a knock-on. Okay, I can't hear the replay because I got a stupid advert playing from Flow Rugby. These morons. At critical moments in the time, they pull this crap. Critical moments of the game. That's clearly a knock-on. Lost forward right there. It even goes forward. You can see it right in front of the official. That's why I said go back for the knock-on. So, no try. Lost forward, yep. Sharks catch a break there. Very lucky. You're right about that, Michael Dawson. Clock is restarted. So, scrub to the Sharks, 5 meters out. They need to clear this, though. It's not over yet. Wynn Jones knocked it on. Here we go. 44-50 in the second half. Crouch. Bind. Set. Jaden Hedrick should have put it in. Big push by the Sharks, but they're going nowhere. Now the Dragons come the other way. Penalty. Sharks win a penalty for wheeling the scrum. So that'll help them get it out from the shadow of their goal. Oh, big push from the Sharks initially, and then the Dragons start wheeling around the side. Sharks need to put some more points on the board here. You need to have an all South African victory weekend. That'd be nice. Crowd are really getting into it now. Fez and Bata throw it in. 46 minutes. Fez keeps changing his spot. Line out successful. It's knocked free. Pick it up. So knock on by the Dragons. So there'll be a scrum, if nothing else. They're going to have a scrum here. So we're going to have a scrum to the Sharks now. Crowd's booing. I don't know what they're booing. It's the right call. Scrubbing to the Sharks. Clock still ticking. Crowd booing big time. And the Dragons are whining about it, but the replay clearly shows the player knocked the ball forward. It was a lock. Ben Carter who did that. 47-06. Boy, Screech make his 201st appearance for the Dragons. That's insane. You got Brock Harris making like 3,000 starts for the Sharks or the Stormers. Crouch. Set. Uh-oh, Sharks gonna get a turnover here. Oh no. Sharks win the penalty for wheeling a scrum again. Wow. I know, pushing and shoving here. Chichuka's involved. Ben Carter. And Marvin Ory trying to break it up. Let's see what happens. They're still going at it. Cooler minds are trying to prevail. Is he going to talk to him? Chirenzo Julius is laughing his butt off. Time is off. Oh, yep, going to talk to both captains here. Yeah, here we go. What's number 5 and number 8? Marvin Ory. Marvin Ory wasn't in the fight. He was stopping the fight. That's crap. But Marvin Ory wasn't the one in the fight. He got the wrong players on both sides. He called them both. Both of those were the wrong players. It wasn't Marvin Ory and it wasn't Aaron Wainwright. They weren't the instigators. it was Chichuka and Ben Carter. The two captains are the ones who were starting trouble. But he was chastising two guys that weren't even involved in the fight. 10 penalties against the Dragons, 3 against the Sharks. That's one reason why the Stormers won. Penalties against the Ospreys. Same thing's happened with the Dragons here. Wow. Fez Mbata getting instructions there from Montanzima. Here we go. 48-36. We had 2 stoppages already in the second half. Twice as many or 2 more than we had in the first half. Stolen by the Dragons. They've got it. Shane Lewis carrying the ball forward. Dragons trying to get something going here. A little bit of forward momentum. Ball outside their 22 now. Call to use it. Roger Williams will have to do something with this. Oh, nearly charged down. Nice effort there by the Sharks, but no dice. Ball stays in play. Emil Fondermeyer dancing. Does the pass outside to John Smith. He gets it wide. Finally, Pico Sabatle finally doing something, but his foot's in touch. Pico Sabatle got the flag up. Finally, we realize Pico Sabatle's in the game. First time we even see his jersey. White, no dirt on it whatsoever. No stains. He hasn't even been involved. Look at a forward pass anyway, to be honest. Oh, they pulled his shorts off. Yeah, he got his boot in touch. Clock is stopped again. 3 stoppages now. Substitutions. Substitutions for the Dragons. So, Chris Coleman and Rodrigo Martinez come into the game. Lineout's good for the Dragons. Titus De Beer with a kick. Down the pitch. Past midfield. Who's going to get there? Takes a bounce. Edwin Fondermeyer finally runs it down. But he's got to get some help over there. Ruck is formed. Close game so far. Half hour left. Call to use it. Hendricks is going to pull it out and kick it away. He gets it down the pitch. Nice kick. Caught on the fly by the Dragons. That's nicely taken. Ooh, he ran into his own player. Man, that would have been a high tackle if it had been the opposition, but he ran into his own player. That's not a 50-22. Not a 50-22. Good kick. Inside the 22. It'll be the Lions. Sharks line up. So Fituli Paella is injured. How did he hurt his arm? He ran into his own player. Yeah, he hurt it early in the game. So Pai is out for Wales. Not Wales. Gosh bless it. Keep your head in the game. Pai is out. He's had a good game. Placed by Ackerman. Harry Ackerman. So people getting soaked out there in the stands. Clock is stopped again. Now it's going. Whistle blows on the line out. Last time, Sharks warned again. 50-52. 30 minutes left in the game. Closing the gap. So the Sharks. Oh no, it's on the Dragons. Ooh. That was a mistake. Crowd booing. Oh, wow. Dragons called for closing the gap. I thought it was going to be on the Sharks. Close game. Sharks need to get a try here. Free kick. Chase is on. They haven't missed the tackle. Rio Dyer does a great job to get away from tacklers. And a penalty. Good contest. So Fez Mbata had a good contest, but another player wasn't rolling away. So Dragons wind up with a penalty there. Let's see who the player is. The Welsh can sing in the rain. No, Edwin Fondemever is not a fullback. I agree. He's a wing. It's a bad decision to put him at fullback. He hasn't made much of a contribution in this game. You could have put... who could he put back there? Francois Fenter, maybe? So, Dragons line out. Touched in the air by the Sharks. Wasn't straight. Well, the crowd is really booing that. They didn't think it wasn't straight. They thought it was straight. My goodness. Things are going badly for the Dragons at the moment. Crowd does not like it. Time off for what? Why is the clock still stopped? Let's get that clock going. So we've got Wallabies, All Blacks, Pumas, Springboks coming up. Bulls, Leinster tomorrow. All tomorrow. And then a game on Sunday with the Lions. Also on my regular channel on Colonel Chris Wyatt, we'll have Chris Ehlers on transgenderism, a personal experience, personal journey. 53 minutes off the clock now as it's restarted. Scrum to the Sharks, who need more points. It's a narrow lead. Crouch. Bind. Set. Sharks driving hard. They're going to get a penalty here? Yes, they did finally get a penalty. Manu Chichuka breaks free. Wade right there, holding him up. Hendrickson. Advantage over. Could be a 50-22. No, it's going to get on the 5-meter line. Angus O'Brien kicks it into touch, bounces off the roof, and back onto the pitch. That was a brilliant kick. So, line out to the Sharks. What's going to be interesting, Michael? Here's the line out. It's good. Marvin Ori. They're into a maul. Sharks trying to drive now. They're getting a few meters here. A few meters there. Still going. Still going. They pull it out of there. Hendrickson. Chichuka. Oh, he's driven backward. Or no, that's Lukanyoam. Excuse me. Lukanyoam having no impact in this game whatsoever. There's Pepsi Buthelezi driven backwards. Ball squirting loose. Hendrickson gets it over the referee. Had to throw it over the referee's head. Oh, my goodness. Dion Slobert tackle now. Sharks are driven back to the 10-meter line. Pretty determined Dragons defense here. Kicked high into the air. It's going to be inside the 22. And it's taken by Tunis Debir just outside the 22. Nice job securing the ball for the Dragons. Dragons from the 22. Rodri Williams digging it out. Sends it back inside the 22. Tackle there. Call to use it already. 55 minutes off the clock now. Here's the kick by the Dragons down the pitch. Nice job there by Hendrickson. Crowd's booing, but he set the ball down. Edwell Fondemever places the ball. Sharks still have it. What's the whistle for? It's a player down. It's Rodrigo Martinez. Time off. So, clock is stopped. And rain is coming back down to sheets again here, folks, with 25 minutes left in the game. Yeah, Hendricks has always been too slow with his box kicks. They're not very good. He's not a good player. He doesn't set players up well. I don't know how he ever became a Springbok. It's like Elton Yankees. How did he ever become a Springbok? Wynn Jones looks like he's getting ready to come in. His replacement injured. He's coming back in. HIA. Harrison Keddy comes on. Screech comes out, replaced by Douglas. Chad Lewis Hughes also goes off, replaced by Harrison Keddy. All right, so more substitutions, and none made by the Sharks as of yet. 55-48 clock is stopped. Sharks still need to get some points here. Harrison Keddy wearing a scrum hat. Never choose either of these players. I totally agree with your assessment. Yep, Charles, neither one of them ever should have been a Springbok. Ever. Crouch. Bind. Set. Jan Serfontein should still be a Springbok. Ball's available. Hendrickson. John Smith to Edwell Vandermeer on the wing. Vandermeer tries to be clever, stops, and lets the defense catch up. Short of midfield. Hendrickson, slow ball. Driving forward to the Sharks. Chichuko had to carry. Call to use it. Hendrickson, slow ball again. Kicks it over the top. Oh, what a tackle there by the Sharks. Pico Sabatle. Sabatle makes a huge tackle. Makes the Dragons player pay for catching the ball. At the 22, Dragons with the ball. Sharks can win a penalty here. It'd be great. Put 3 more points on the board. I've not seen that before where a line comes forward and just waits for the defense. All right, so call to use it. Roger Williams sends it down the pitch. It's going to bounce almost in a touch, but Vandermeer picks it up. He's going to kick it and give chase. Oh, player slipped. But the Dragons still come away with it. And EC has it. He's on the loose. Oh, man, the Sharks nearly screwed that one big time. But nonetheless, the Dragons over midfield now. Oh, that's a knock-on. Now the weather's playing a role. Player slips to the turf, then a player drops the ball because it's wet. Oh, my goodness. Anisi looks dangerous, man. This guy looks dangerous. Fide Anisi. He caught the ball in the air and then took off. Went through 4 Sharks. Finally chased down by Chichuka. And dropped by Brody Coughlin. Yellow card for... It is pissing cats and dogs. Oops. A player out with a arm sling over there. For the Dragons. Sharks need more points. Preferably a try. 58 minutes, 18 seconds in the contest. We need to keep this South African weekend going strong here, folks. 58-28. Sheets of rain still coming down. I got to give all the players credit for hanging in there this tough night. Crouch. Bind, says the Irish official. Early engagement by the Dragons again. Free kick by the Sharks. They've had issues with that the entire evening. Discussing what they want to do. Sean Klein. So up goes into touch. So it was a penalty there, not a free kick. Coming down the final 20 minutes of the game. Making some good progress in this game. Clock ticking along very well. Sharks line out at the 22. Fez and Bata had some trouble tonight. And they go short, and they've got it, but it's not straight. Looked pretty good to me. Scrummer line out. Oh, yeah, it wasn't straight. From this angle, I can see it clearly wasn't straight. That angle looks straight. But from behind, you can see it's not straight. Playing cold, wet weather is horrible. I've done that. It's not fun. You're freezing out there all the time. It distracts you. Okay, we're in the final 20 minutes now. Sharks still with a 17-14 lead. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, huge scrum by the Sharks. And they win a penalty. And they can take the points here and take the lead. Well, actually, I kicked the corner because they got the lead, but I meant, yeah, it's not insurmountable. So, do you take the points and ensure they need a try to defeat you, a converted try, or do you kick to the corner? 6 scrum penalties to 1 for the Sharks. He just said lots of penalties. I don't know. Do you take the points? I think you take the points here. Nope, they're going for the corner. All right, Sharks, let's see if they can get it done now. Wow, they really had a big drive there. All right, need a good lineup. Last one was bad. That's why I would have thought about the points here. 61-25 now. Hey, Mike. Yep. Well, their last lineout was excused, so that's why I'm saying this one's good. They come down with it. Now the Sharks into a rolling maul. Here they go. Down to the 5-meter line. Still driving. Still driving. Still driving. Still driving. And they collapse short of the line. And they turned it over. They've turned it over. Sharks turned over 1 meter out. 18 minutes left. Andre says go for the corner. They did, and they just turned it over. (62-17). 62-20. 17-14, Sharks lead, but they just wasted a scoring opportunity there. Here's a kick. How far does it go? And it hit the roof. Off the pitch. What distance did he get on it? Doesn't look like a whole lot. Coughlin's out, replaced by Burrows. Ollie Burrows comes in for Brody Coughlin. Sharks have yet to replace anybody. .63 minutes off the clock. 17 minutes remain. Dragons line out is hit in the air by the Sharks. They have it. They go to the far side. Lost backwards. Back to midfield. Sharks screwed that up. They were down around 22. Now they're back in their territory. Edwell Fondemever kicks it forward. And that wind carries. And EC is on the loose now. Oh, the Sharks have screwed this up big time. Chinistabir chased down from behind, but now they're inside the about 26 meters away. Oh, lost 4. No, held on to it. Penalty. Offside called against the Sharks. So what are they going to do? And EC really turned that thing around. Well, that was a mistake. You could tie it up here, but Dragons are probably going to go for the corner. Oh, they are calling for the kicking tee to tie it up. So the Sharks squander a scoring opportunity. I would have taken the points down there too. Then you'd have a 20-14 lead here. Now Tinnis Tabir can tie this up. Hard to say if he's going to make this or not because of the wind. Crowd's getting quiet. "20 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to curve it back over, and it's tied up. Sharks, typical Sharks game, mistakes. Dragons are still in it. Less than 15 minutes remain. John Smith with a restart. Going to go right in a touch. Same problem they had in the first half, Dragons. Ball got sucked right over there. Should have gone down the middle. Dumb decision. So 50 meters scrum to the Dragons. You should have seen and learned a lesson. Watch the other players and see what happens to them. You can't keep kicking your head like a mule. Yeah, drifted right into touch because of that wind. Same thing happened all first half against the Dragons. So now it's a 50-meter line out. Or 50-meter scrum, excuse me. No, it's a line out. Huh? I'm confused. And the Dragons come down with it, but then they drop it. It's going to be a penalty against the Sharks for reaching and knocking it down. Another mistake by the Sharks in midfield. Just giving the game away late. Just giving the game away late. 66-29 off the clock. Oh, he also touched a player in the air. Kick to the corner. Let's see where the mark is. Looks like a good kick. And Angus O'Brien pulls out his best kick of the game for territory late in the stage. 17-17. Sharks going to let this go away. The Dragons have lost 18 straight games in the URC competition, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why. You got Francois Fenter. You've got Nick Hatton out there. Nobody's coming in the game. Ball's lost by the Dragons. Knock on. I don't understand why there's no replacements for the Sharks. No one's. Oh, here we go. Lucanio finally goes off. He's been nothing in this game. Francois Fenter comes in for him. Two Springboks, Fenter and substitution. Pico Sabatla is coming off. Hakeem Kunani comes in for him. I would replace Hendrickson with Ross Brody for sure. Pico Sabatla, a big nothing burger today. Here we go. 12 minutes, 23 seconds remain on the clock. It is a bit late. They should have made substitutions a long time ago. Early in the second half. And they should make more. I would take Dreyer out and put Dlamini in the front row. Slabbert out, Nick Hatton in. That's what I would do at this stage. 67-37 clock is yet to start. There it goes. 17-17. Sharks need to score. Crouch. Bind. Set. This is the Sharks' 16-meter line. Well, they blow them up again. No penalty call, though. Both going to reset this. That'll kill some more time. Tie game at the moment. 2 points for each of these teams at this moment. But you want 4 points, not 2. 50 people currently here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done that already. Thanks for the Super Chat revenue the two of you gave earlier. I really do appreciate that. 68-33. Okay, so I'm 67. Crouch. We haven't even got the scrum going yet. 69. 11 minutes left. Bind. Set. 11 minutes remaining on the clock. Sharks pushing him again. Call to use it. Hendrickson digs it out, and he knocks it on. There's a penalty. Might be a card here. Ooh. Dragons don't know what happened here, but I think there's a hand in there. He doesn't explain what the call is. Clock's still ticking, running down to 10 minutes. Sharks got to get some points here. Here's a kick. Is it going to find touch? I don't know. It doesn't find touch. O'Brien kept it in play. And chase is on. Who's going to get this? Smith at the 22. 2 kicks that cost his team dearly. And Chichuka with the carry. Or no, it's not Chichuka. That's actually Hakeem Kunene. Sharks really blew a great opportunity here. And that went nowhere. Went right back in the hands of Hendrickson. And straight into touch. Sharks are really screwing up left and right. He kicks it straight into touch. Unbelievable. Substitution, finally, in the front row. Delamini comes on. Cameron Dawson comes on. Ball comes loose. Not straight. Wow, so nobody wants to win this game as the Dragons don't throw it in straight again. Wow. Yeah, not even close to being straight. Yep. So another scrum to the Sharks. Man, nobody wants to win this game. Nobody. 555 views. Wow. Man. YouTube's really hiding my content, aren't they? That clock has stopped at 71:22. I don't know idea why. Edwin Swart is coming in now in the front row. So he's changed it too late in the game. So Fezambata goes off. Other than a few scrappy lineouts, he's done pretty well. Scrum to the Sharks. Need that front row to get it done. Let's see how fresh they have. Crouch. No space. I'm going to reset it. Clock is running. 71:41. Crouch. Bend over. Bind. Set. And it collapses. Penalty won by the Sharks, and he's getting a card this time. Yellow card. Yep. Oh, that's going to hurt them. Yellow card. Chris Coleman. Going to have to go the rest of the way at 14. Wow. Chris Coleman gets a yellow card. That's it. Yellow card, Chris Coleman. Number 20 for 7. So Nick Hatton comes in for Manny Chichuka. And the Sharks have a one-player advantage now. They have the ball. 7 minutes remaining. Ball's available. Ball's clearly there. He's telling Hendrickson. Why is Hendrickson still in this game? Ross Birdie's a much better scrum half. This is a bad decision for coaching. Hendrickson, his slow ball approach. His terrible kicks. Call to use it. 6.5 minutes remain. Kicked high into the air. Chase is on. Near side. It's going to go in touch again. No, it's knocked on by the Dragons. Picked up by the Sharks. Knock on. Scrum to the Sharks. Yeah. It's knocked on by Nisi. He's had a great game until that moment. Well, Sinet, they're going to have to get a penalty kick over because then they're going to score another try. 74 minutes off the clock. 6 minutes remain. Sharks need a strong scrum here. And the Dragons have to make a decision because they lost a prop in that front row. Hunt's got to come back on. Fine Inisi steps off the pitch as Rob Hunt comes back in so they can execute the scrum. Clock is stopped again. Inisi is from Tonga. Hunt is South African. Yeah, I would have taken Rio Dyer off too. I agree with the TV officials. Clock is still stopped. Come on, let's get the clock going. Yep, Dragons keep giving us the ball. We're not using it effectively. I agree 100%. And they need to score a penalty on this scrum and then kick it through the post. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. And the Sharks win a penalty. There it is. And the crowd doesn't like it. So will they go for the post? It's a tie game. 5 minutes left. Nope, they're going for the corner. He's had a hard time finding the corner. This time he finds it, but not a great kick. So the Sharks have one player more. The yellow card. This is from the 22. Will this be Edwin Swartz's first line out? I think it is. 4.5 minutes remain. Sharks need points. Oh, somehow Marvin Orey came down with that. Brilliant work on his part. Not going anywhere. Call to use it once. Hendrickson pulls it away. And he's tackled. Offside. Played the 9. So now they kick it for 5-meter line out. Boy, the Dragons just giving this game away. And the Sharks are not trying to seize it. 76 minutes now. Kick for the corner again. This time it's better. 3.5 minutes remain. Sharks need a good line out here. And they nearly throw it away, but somehow Marvin Ori came down with it. It was thrown on the Dragons side, and they got a little bit movement here. Down to 5 meters. But slowing down now. Swart is at the back. He breaks away. And with Swart. Swart down to 2 meters. Ball's available for Hendrickson. Throws it over the middle. Down to him. And we got a penalty here against the Sharks on a stupid tackle by Lorenzo Julius. Just cost them a victory here. Lorenzo Julius tackles a player away from the play without the ball and turns it over as they're driving for a try. A stupid, stupid penalty. A stupid, stupid penalty. Unbelievable. So that may cost the Sharks a victory. Oh, you like Pikachu. Well, I've also got Bert the Bison over here. And Peter Rabbit up there. Just stupid plenty. Cost his team a victory. Which at the end of the season could mean not making the playoffs. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remain. Stupid decision. You better hope that the Dragons bail you out. The Dragons kick it down the pitch. That's a hell of a kick. Wow. So from 2 meters away, now it's on the Sharks' 44-meter line. That's over 50 meters. Gee, mini crickets. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remain, and the Sharks have squandered a victory here. Whether they win or tie, they've squandered a victory, unless they get lucky here. Line out successful. Dragons have it. They're into them all. Maul's driving forward. Still driving forward. They bring it out. Rodri Williams over the middle. Ackerman. Harry Ackerman tech. Minute 50 left. Douglas with is tackled. If they get a penalty here, they can win the game. In the middle of the pitch, Dragons still with the ball. Minute and a half remain. Rodri Williams. They're hoping for a penalty here. Tinas De Beer. Oh, it's knocked on, but he held on to it. He recovered it in the tackle. Dragons got lucky there. Douglas tackled by the Sharks. Sharks need a turnover here. Minute 15 left. And the ball comes loose. Oh, the Dragons go wide. Is that forward pass to Rio Dyer? Dyer bounces off a tackle. Rio Dyer still going. Nearly lost the ball. Tackled outside of 22. Final minute of the game. Tinas De Beer. Dragons just need a penalty attempt here. They go wide. That's a forward pass. Down to 14-man to 22. Ackerman's tackled. Harry Ackerman. Inside to 22. Here comes the Dragons. Aaron Wainwright tackled at the 22. All they want is a penalty chance. Tinas De Beer. And the knocked on by the Sharks. Knocked on twice by the Sharks. First knock on White. Yep, right call. 23 seconds left in the game. If I was the Dragons, I'd go for winning this. Yeah, it was knocked down by Hendrickson. And then another one by the Sharks. Crowd's booing. Do they want an intentional one? 6 seconds left. We're going to TMO here. Let's see what TMO has to say. For yellow card. Yellow card. They're yelling TMO. All right, so the side judge says knock on. Over the hooter now. All they got to do is get a penalty and score. Oh, that should have been a card on Lorenzo Julius. 80 crowd is rightly booing. I agree, it's a card. I'd say that's a card on Lorenzo Julius. It just cost his team a victory. 85 likes. Come on, guys, hit the like button. Clock is still ticking. Well, Jeanette, I don't. The Dragons can still get it here. They haven't won in ages. Can you imagine the ignominy of the Sharks losing this game? At some point, their front office is going to have to answer for their failures. Crouch, bind, set, and it collapses. Going to reset it. Crowd is booing. September 21st last year, last time they won a match here in ERC. Last time they won a match ERC was 19 matches ago. And they're on the verge of winning here because of the Sharks, because of Lorenzo Julius and the failure to take the 3 points that I said they should take. Stupid decisions by the Sharks in this game. This is why they're unreliable. I don't know how people can be Sharks fans. They're just so unreliable. It doesn't matter if Sia Khaleesi and the other Sharks are back from the Springboks. They're still dumb as that box of rocks. I said take 3 points. Ball's brought out by Aaron Wainwright. Here he comes. Wainwright tackled inside of 22. Dragons charging up through there comes Levi Douglas. Didn't even know he's in the game. They're playing as if they're going to win this thing. 82 minutes off the clock. Ball's available. Pick and go. Dragons 10 meters away. Tackle made. Another tackle made. A knock-on will end the game here. Drop goal. Get ready for that. They're in front of the post. Tinnis De Beers lining up for the drop goal. Yep, that's what they're going to do. He's waiting. He's setting himself in the pocket. Stupid Dragons should give him a chance to win this game. Their head is up their ass. If they knock it on, the Sharks are lucky here. Tinnis De Beer is lined up perfectly, and they keep going through phases. Now De Beer is not in the center of the pitch. Yep, they had their chance to score a drop goal, and this is what bad teams do. They don't make good decisions. Sharks are bad teams, so are the Dragons. 4 minutes now beyond the Hooter. Douglas tackled. De Beer getting back in position for that drop goal. Ball's available. No rain. Bad teams play badly. 4 minutes past the Hooter now. Nothing doing there. Wainwright. He tries to hop through, but he's tackled 6 meters out. Tinnis De Beer is in position again. They're in front of the post. And they still got their head up their backside. The Dragons, this is why they can't win. They're not smart. De Beer is ready. Still nobody. They're still trying to force it. Oh, my goodness. The Dragons still trying to force it. Wainwright tackled again. The drop goal is there for the taking. They go wide. And they got someone out there. Angus O'Brien. He's short. It's lost forward. And they lost it forward. The game is over. They squandered a victory at the Hooter. Both teams have their heads up their fourth point of contact. That's going to be the game. Tinnis De Beer was waiting right in front of the goal. And that's it. They squander a victory. And that's it. Two bad teams play a bad game. Very disappointing. That's it. That's just, the Sharks are just so disappointing, folks. So disappointing. Flipping Everett on 99. Okay. Yeah, Julius Lorenzo screwed it up for them. But they also didn't take the points when they should have taken the points. You're right, Charles. That's why he keeps calling them for early engagement. He's calling the whole game for them stepping back. He keeps catching them. Jeanette loves her Sharks. Well, they're not very smart. Head up your backside. Yep. All right. Yellow cards. So we can get rid of that. They had a man advantage, and they still couldn't pull it off. Sharks. Psh. Anyway. All right, final score is 17-17, a draw. Ugh. I'm off to get my steamed crabs, and I'll be up early, 5:30 in the morning, for the All Blacks and Wallabies right here on the channel, folks. So feel free to tune in for that, and then hopefully the Wallabies win that game. That's what I'm pulling for. All right, thanks for being here. You guys have a good night. Thanks for your support. Be sure to hit the like button. Get us up to 100 if you don't mind. Cheers, cheers, cheers. You're very welcome, Sinette. Why did I waste 80 minutes of my life? I'm with you, Charles. I'd rather take a nap.